With their backs against the wall, the Blues delivered in front of 90,000 fans at the MCG to level the series and set up an epic decider at Suncorp Stadium. We begin tonight with the Jim Beam Origin wrap.
The game that New South Wales have to win to keep the series alive, while Queensland have the chance to close out a 2-0 series victory for the 10th time. We're underway. Here is Moses at speed. Martin stepping straight through them. They have first points. Robson, Moses, now Luai. He gives Mitchell a chance eventually. He flicks it to Brian To'o.
Latrell Mitchell, one of his first touches of the night, back into Origin.
Moses will kick out wide. Lomax versus Talangi. It's Zach Lomax. What a catch at the MCG.
It's a pinch myself moment, and I'm just sort of lapping it up as much as I can. It's unbelievable.
Here's Moses kicking. Toro is there.
Look at Moses there, and he set up 3 tries in the opening 25 minutes.
We've got such strike out wide, and the platform that our forwards and our back 5 laid for us, we could just made our job a lot easier.
Moses, Luai, chance again for Crichton. Edwards into the backfield. Mitchell on his return, scoring for New South Wales.
Quite emotional after the game, I suppose, and great to be back in this arena.
Is Edwards, Crichton beats Talangi, gives it to Lomax. For the first time, 30-plus points being scored. New South Wales 34, demolishing Queensland 0.
One thing I do know is there's another game in 3 weeks' time.
An error now from Queensland. They're rattled.
Here they come. Carrigan came from a distance to join the fray. They need to be careful.
But don't take it out of our hands.
Carrigan's gone too. Cherry Evans, Nane, he crashes in. Talangi down the sideline. Tabuai Fido infield, looking for yet another Origin try. Comes through Walsh or Holmes, hit there by Crichton. Walsh at speed, takes it to Mitchell. Look out. Moses out the back. Edwards on the outside. On debut. Dylan Edwards.
This is beautifully done. Mitch Moses, what a performance.
I haven't even thought of that. We're still Queenslanders.
Yeah, no, but you asked if we were going to make changes and you said we're still Queenslanders.
Yeah, I said I haven't thought of that, and I said we're still Queenslanders, so...
New South Wales in Game 2 have taken down the Maroons 38-18.
The Blues were brutal, ferocious and relentless. Let's bring the journos straight in. Buzz Rothfield, great to have you back. And James Hooper. What do we think, Buzz? It was a pretty impressive performance by the Blues last night.
I think it was up there with their best in history, Braith, particularly that first half. Faultless, weren't they? They just blew them off the park. Game over, half-time.
Yeah, I think it was the most clinical team performance in terms of that 40 minutes. Buzz, you can go back to Joey Johns in 2005. Andrew Fafita was Arthur Beetson-like in one particular series. But from a team and overall 17 point of view, absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, it certainly was, Hoops. Let's check in with winning Blues coach Michael Maguire now. Thanks for joining us after a massive 24 hours, Madge. What a win for New South Wales. But what impressed you the most?
I was just proud of the players, how they all just did their roles for each other. I think you just mentioned there that everyone played well, and that was the pleasing part. You know, they all just played their part, and they did what they said they were going to do. Throughout all our week of prep, they basically, that first half went to the plan that they spoke about.
Hey, Madge, normally with the performance, coaches can sort of smell it or see it coming. Did you see that your side was right up for the clash?
Yeah, Gordy, I got to say I did feel it probably in our last campaign as well. Just the way and the direction that the boys are trying to take this space for New South Wales, and obviously, with a few of the guys that have come in this last campaign, all of a sudden, they've brought another energy and it's gone to another level. And I definitely felt it before the game, but the way they played, I was just super proud.
Madge, it's Buzz. Take me through Latrell Mitchell. You sat down, you had lunch with him at the South reunion probably 3 weeks ago. He'd been left out of the first game. Geez, you must be pleased the way that personal relationship has developed.
Yeah, Buzz, obviously I've known Latrell for quite some time, and he's obviously had his thoughts about where he was fitting or sat with probably playing Origin. There's obviously plenty of heat that you cop when you're in the shoes of an Origin player, and I guess he was just weighing up where he was at. And once I had that conversation with him about what he wanted to achieve in the game, and he was still, he had that burning desire to play Origin. And once I heard that, I thought, he's on here. And he was fantastic, like all the players. Like, I've got to say, they all came together, and, Latrell just wanted to play his part for the team. And I did hear him last night sort of talk about the same thing. He just said, look, mate, I'm a part of the team, and we want to talk about the team itself. And he definitely represented that well last night.
Madge, congratulations. You made some changes. We just spoke about Latrell. Mitch Moses was back into the side. Cam Murray also a critical inclusion. How did you turn it around for the legion of Blues supporters out there that have been long suffering for a long time? How did you galvanise the group and get that performance?
Yeah, well, I said before, I felt that in the first campaign. Obviously, the circumstance we faced was a different one that I'd never seen before with a man down. But there were periods throughout that game that they showed, a real strength of character. And that's something there that we've all spoken about. And that character, I thought, came alive last night, where they just worked really hard for each other. And, I had to make some decisions, and, I had some real quality players sort of, move sideways. But the ones that we brought in have been playing in big games. They've got experience, and they added a hell of a lot to the group move, into the game last night. And I thought that showed someone like Cam Murray. He's done everything in the game, and albeit he hadn't played a lot, I was sort of, in two minds, do I not? But because I guess I had the relationship with him, I felt it was the right way to go, and I was really pleased that he went out and played really well, and did his job for the team, along with all of them. I mean, we spoke about Mitch's kicking game, and some of his kicks were phenomenal. The length of the kick, put it into the corners, and then the boys paid that back by how they got in the kick chase and went down there, and obviously got stuck in.
Madge, we haven't won an Origin decider at Suncorp since 2005. And when I look at the two teams, the 2005 team to this year's team, I see a lot of similarities. Not only the fact that we lost game one and then beat Queensland in game two comprehensively, but also Joey John's come in for game two. You've got Mitch Moses that's come in. So you must take a lot of confidence into that. Even though we've got a poor record, you must take a lot of confidence into this next game. And is it also about embracing the hostility up there?
Yeah, Braith, I don't really look at records, I guess. I mean, you just stated it then, it can be done. That's the thing. And I believe we've got the team and the talent and the players and the spirit, as I've talked about, of a team that can go into any sort of battle. But we know we've got a lot of work to do between now and then to get everything where we want it. And I really feel that the bond of this team is the strength. And this group's they've got the new opportunity to create a bit of history. And I think that's the fun part of being able to do what we're doing. You talk about that 205, and I think 94, there was another team there that did in 94. So, look, it's definitely doable. And, look, I think this team's got the belief around how they're going about what they're doing inside the camp to be able to achieve something very special.
Hey, Madge, is there a chance that you can help us with our job and give us another headline for, like, Game 3? I thought it was outstanding. Or, tell me this, or was it a masterstroke, a bit like Wayne Bennett, just so you guys could just prepare without any pressure?
Oh, look, I was just basically stating the truth of what I felt at the time. And I think you ran with it there, Gordy. You had a crack at me on the chin on one of them. So I'm sure something will come of that over time. We'll come up with something.
That's so good.
How are you and Billy? Madge, I love a feud.
Oh, you're definitely not going to add anything to that, are you?
Oh, you got plenty of feuds, Buzz. Don't put Madge in your category. Well, thanks, Madge. We really appreciate you joining us. Obviously, less than 24 hours after that sensational win at the MCG. Well done. Congratulations and good luck for your preparation for Game 3.
Thanks, boys. Good on you, fellas.